Hi everybody. So you've seen my video about bluegrass chops and playing rhythm on the mandolin for bluegrass. Today I want to show you how to play rhythm for what some people call Celtic music, other people call traditional Irish, and I call it Atlantic music. So in Atlantic music, you don't need a closed chord like you do in bluegrass because you're not really chopping. What you're doing is you're providing rhythm, but um, it needs more sustained, it needs more tone and less of a snare drum type of an effect. So for that, you can use what are called open chords. And there are a lot of different open chords out there, and everybody has learned their favorites, like D and G and C, for example. So I'm going to work with D, G, and C because the bluegrass video I did used those three chords. So the first chord is the blue chord, is the G chord, um, and I'm going to use the two-finger open chord. So first finger on the second fret A string, second finger on the third fret E string, and the G and the D string open. Okay, now if bluegrass puts the chord or the rhythm on every other beat, so in this case 2 and 4, Celtic music or traditional Irish or Atlantic, whatever you're calling it, puts the emphasis on the 1 and the 3, so it's the opposite. And we want that chord to ring through like a harp. So instead of, which is bluegrass, we're going to do, okay? You don't need to chop it. You don't need to cut it off. Just switch chords. And that's really different for a lot of bluegrass musicians to get used to. So here's that G again, 1, and then C. And by the way, the C chord, the two-finger open C chord, is identical to the G chord. You're just moving your two fingers up one string. So first finger on the D string, second fret for an E, and second finger on the third fret A string for a C. Okay, and then open G and open. By the way, don't let your E string ring on that chord because there's no E in C major. So you're just going to dampen it with the side of your second finger. See, I don't know if you can see that. I'm lightly resting my second finger on that string and it's dampening the sound. So once again for C, and you want the tone to ring through like a harp. And then finally D, everybody knows this D chord. The easiest way to play it is first finger on the second fret G string, and then second finger on the second fret E string. Or since I also play Irish bouzouki, I'm comfortable with using my third finger on the second fret E string. So I'll play the whole GCD sequence so you can hear what it sounds like. All right, hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching.